at Volvo Car USA, cross-reference U, State Attorney Generals of Georgia, Alabama, Texas, and Oklahoma regarding get a state and or federal court order or a Supreme Court original jurisdiction to require you, the federal AG, to report and or indict you, HRC, and you, CP. And if emoluments clause is going to be used against you, DJT, then also indicate or indict you, BHO, GWB, and HMR for same. Claw sound scratch on the radiator. So we can redeem U.S. world prestige with law-abiding citizens, families, and women, blame and clear up the murky and negligent federal operating environment, and pardon the indictees, and elevate all three branches to their check and balance duties to prepare to extrapolate jury duty to attention duty. In reply to Volvo Car USA, the East, the West, and the North and South are yours. Explore them in the all-new Volvo S90. Cross-reference you, Colin Powell. I don't know if it's because you were in the armored cavalry and you appreciate what a tank can do and therefore appreciate what a Volvo can do, or if it's some other reason for your preference. However, the Volvo car does tend to remind whom of whom. Therefore, since you're on the list, XREF, you, State Attorney Generals of Georgia, Alabama, Texas, and Oklahoma, regarding get a state and or federal court order or a Supreme Court original jurisdiction to require you, the federal Attorney General, Senator Sessions, to report and or indict you, Hillary Rodham Clinton, HRC, and you, CP, and if the emoluments clause of the U.S. Constitution is going to be used against you, DJT, cross-reference international business, and foreign or sovereign principalities other than the United States, then also indict you, BHO, RE, and GWB, RE the collar of King Abdul Aziz. And there's the radiator claw scratch again, right about the same place as before. And Harry Mason Reed, because the U.S. Congress, Article 1, the Senate, I guess, is supposed to give consent to Article 2 before Article 2 can accept any gifts or emoluments from any foreign principality or sovereign. No permission was asked, no protest was raised. Both sides are therefore guilty. Both sides can be pardoned. And the environment can be cleaned up as a result of going through the process, and the alienated citizens and allies can be restored to confidence because the public record's corrected, and the lust for revenge, retribution, can be mitigated when it's seen that the most powerful sovereign is willing to pardon. Target, 10 days of deals. Today, get 30% off clothing and shoes. Right on target, so direct. I think Bob Dylan has one line like that. 10, 30, clothing, shoes. Trying to get back to what 100% summated UN recommended daily allowance means, and comparing that to gross domestic product. You know you qualify as trying if you try anything 3 times. So, in reply to Volvo Car USA, and thinking of Hatcher Pass, I guess, with Donald Trump's Thanksgiving weekend getaway cabin, alluded to by the way the car and the ad above it were placed on Twitter. Yeah, that's where you'd like to be, Mecca Medina, huh? Outside running around the cabin. Oh, we need to get, egress outside to the backyard for you. Instead, you have to sleep too much. Astaghfirullah. Or I have to get up and get dressed and get out of here and be doing this outside or inside, where? At the Supreme Court, at the U.S. Congress, in Lafayette Park. One more time. Volvo Car USA. Cross-reference you, state attorney generals of Georgia, Alabama, Texas, and Oklahoma. RE get a state and or federal court order or a Supreme Court of the United States original jurisdiction to require you, the federal AG, to report and or indict you, HRC, and you, CP, who prefers the Volvo brand of car. And if the emoluments clause is going to be used against you, DJT, regarding business profits, honors for service from foreign principalities and sovereigns, then also indict you, BHO, and GWB, and HMR, for the same, regarding the collar of King Abdulaziz, and in your case, BHO, also regarding the Nobel Prize, which you accepted subsequent to the collar of King Abdulaziz, after who all mentioned it. And you, Harry Mason Reed, because as majority leader of Article 1, U.S. Senate, who's supposed to give consent before Article 2 can accept any emoluments, the failure to raise a protest after the first time or the second time would make you liable also. No scratch on the radiator this time. He's cleaning himself. Yeah, Mecca, good. So, U.S. world prestige with law-abiding citizens, families, and women. Why do we want to leave things with a damaged reputation for our Secretary of State, who made so many contacts with so many families and women in so many countries, when we should be blaming ourselves for a murky federal environment and not having things squeaky clean so that a distant early warning would detect a private use of server and correct our employee before our employee got too far astray. And likewise, sufficient checks and balances so that a regional Secretary of State or understate also would check North Africa as well as the global Secretary of State. And so on down the line, always looking to find ways to blame ourselves instead of the other person. And thereby becoming recognized as the fairest of all. And with this assumption in mind, proceeding to award a medal, an advance pardon, and the indictment all on the same day, the 42nd wedding anniversary of Bill and Hillary, October 15th, is it, 2017. Travelocity, just for you, our biggest Black Friday deals. Save. So we can redeem U.S. world prestige with law-abiding citizens everywhere, elevate all three branches to their check and balance duties to prepare to extrapolate jury duty to attention duty.